In the western United States and Alaska, we saw tons of animals and wildlife. We saw them in the ocean, lots of different aquariums, national parks, and in the wild. All the animals were different based on their habitats. Today our friends JB and Rika took us to see some tide pools.
We saw hermit crabs,
Anemones,
lots of kelp,
a crane,
and hundreds of shells. At the Monterey Bay Aquarium, we got the chance to touch bat rays. Here's my sister touching one.
The rays are really smooth and slippery.
At the Monterey Aquarium, we saw millions and millions of fish. This is an albino alligator.
We saw it at the California Academy of Sciences.
Although it may look fake, it's actually real.
Most poison dart frogs live in Central and South America.
Their poison comes from their skin. We saw lots of different kinds of butterflies.
South African penguins, too.
Can you tell us a bit about what we're seeing today?
Sure, glad to. What's here today, they're all juveniles. They're all small. I haven't seen anything here today under, over 5 years old. Now a real big one will be 4 times the size of what you're seeing here today.
Wow.
They're up to, do you talk in meters or English measurements? Feet or meters? Okay, they're up to 5 meters long,
Wow.
2,300 kilos.
Wow.
That's bigger than a whole professional football team.
Wow. And how can we tell how old they are? By their size?
By the length of their nose and the size.
The elephant seals come up on the beach for about a month because they are weightless in the water.
As a result, their time on the beach allows gravity to restore their bone density and muscle mass.
They're kind of like astronauts in space.
During the month, they'll live off their blubber because they won't go back into the water to eat. In national parks, there are lots of bears around and they enjoy human food. The parks work very hard to teach campers to reduce human-bear interactions, but they still do happen. Mule deer are not scared by humans at all in national parks and in the wild. Something I love is that Americans love their horses. My dad and I went on a ride up to Vernal Falls in Yosemite National Park. Alaska is just amazing.
Yup, today we caught 7 massive coho salmon. We saw lots of bald eagles in Juneau, Alaska.
We also saw some harbor seals just either posing for the cameras or taking a little nap. The average humpback whale will weigh approximately 35 to 55 tons. Also, they can grow up to about 50 feet long, although females are slightly bigger than males. You can find humpback whales living all over the world. The humpback whale is a threatened species. There's only around 30,000 left in the world. There are very few things in this world more spectacular than seeing wild humpback whales.
All in all, we had an amazing time in the western U.S. and Alaska, seeing animals and wildlife. Now, it's on to the rest of the world!